You know, one thing that's pretty interesting that I've noticed in the time I've been doing the show, and frankly, in the time before I was doing this show, is that everybody has different skill sets within a company. For example, some people have design skills, some people have marketing skills, but on rare occasions, like the one today, we'll run across a guest who has both skills, and because of that, they can bring a lot to the table for the people they work with. The name of the group we're chatting with today is KAI Engineering, and my guest, Mr. John Cascia, here on the show. Hey, John, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Great. How are you, Brian?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, before we get into KAI, let's back it up just a little bit and give me a couple of bullet points about your professional career and what you've been doing to get you where you are today.
So I've been in technology for little over 20 plus years, and I have worked for companies like Intel, Lucent Technology, Ascend Communication. I'm dating myself pretty way back, but I've also been in, I'm making professional guitar amplifiers. I've been in the music scene for about 30 years, and I make products for professional musicians.
So you truly do have a little bit of everything on the design and engineering side. Talk to me about the marketing side of things, how you've been able to accumulate some experience with regards to that.
Well, so some of my, past careers have been like BPM marketing, product management, product marketing, sales. I've kind of gone through many different, career opportunities. I've had probably about 10 of my own startups. So I think I bring a lot to the table, especially relating to the entrepreneur and what they're trying to do.
And that's exactly why we're here today, because the whole show is based on entrepreneurship and small business and whatnot. And the smaller the business is, the less they know when they're starting out. But it's also nice to meet someone like yourself that can help people in so many different areas. And frankly, you're there to answer questions that most people aren't even smart enough to know that they need to ask those questions. Is that a fair enough statement?
That's true. That's why I started this business.
You built a whole business around that. And by the way, back it up one more time before we get into it. You're not dating yourself at all, because you're talking to a guy with an AOL account. So don't worry about it at all. And dare I say, active AOL account. Okay, so let's move on up to today. Give me a tip on the types of clients that you work with. It can be present day clients or the type of person that could use you and KAI and everything that you bring to the table.
Well, typically people call me up. They're just they just have an idea. So we do a full turnkey solution. So we can do a design, prototype, manufacture, we package it, and we can take them to the market. So we can put them on Amazon, get them set up with sales reps, and just get them started. So we basically prime the pump for them, and then we hand it off from there.
Have you ever run into a situation to where you meet with someone, and the more they're talking about what they want to do, you, because of your experience, realize that maybe the market's not right for this, and you stop them in their tracks? Or do you just go ahead and continue to do your best to help them to pursue their dreams?
Yeah, I do my best personally, because I've been, just throughout my career, people have told me, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. So I'm always, I'm the optimistic one. So I try, and we have really great engineers here, and we do our best to make their dream happen.
And that's outstanding. That's why they need someone like you, because quite frankly, with the people that you've worked with, and also with your vast career, your experience, the experience of everyone that you work with, the people that come into your offices are, frankly, they're allowed to learn from the mistakes that other people have made, so they don't have to make them themselves. I think that's a fair thing to bring to the table. Is that good enough?
Absolutely. You learn from your mistakes. So you try something. If you fail, hey, you're learning, and you just keep moving on. And it's the hardest thing for people to take that idea and create the product. And actually, the first thing is pushing that button to move it forward. Because some people actually get patents, and they, sit on them for, sometimes I've seen them 15 years, and they still haven't made their product yet. So we help them push that button.
Is it all strictly products, or are you able to help with soft goods services as well? Is it strictly widgets, or can you help people with a service that they may think that they want to bring out to the market?
Yeah, so if they want to do an app, we can help them create an app. Say they have some sort of app they want to use for dating or something like that. So we can create a dating app for them, and then we'll, take it to the market and put it on the Apple Store and Google Play.
For the last year, with everything going on in the world with the pandemic and whatnot, there were a lot of traditional brick and mortar stores, if you will, that had to scramble all of a sudden to totally reinvent themselves to get an online presence. Did that give you a little boost to your business, frankly, to where you had some experience with that, and it was quite simple to take someone that didn't know anything about it and re-engineer, if you will, what they were already doing to get it out there in the digital space?
Yeah, you'd be surprised of how many people actually, when they put them on, they put their content on the internet, they just think, oh, I'll just build a website and everybody will come, and that's absolutely not the case. So you have to advertise it. You have to, we use Google, and we do a lot of advertising with Google, especially just to get it out there quickly. Yeah, you can go organic, but then you got to make sure all your keywords and everything is right. And the thing is, you're talking to Google, you're talking to these search engines, and you have to talk their language. And if you don't talk that language, if you're not fast enough, I'd say your site, and you're not communicating correctly, they're going to downgrade you, and guess what? You won't have any business.
Well, and the other aspect of that, it's hard enough to learn the language with Google and social media channels and whatnot, but the language changes daily. I always like to say there's a lot of job justification going on at Google, and there's always somebody in the belly of Google is always jacking with that logarithm, and if you can't keep up, you don't have a chance. And frankly, that is what you guys do. You live and breathe that stuff to where somebody new to the block, they don't have time to do that. They get enough trouble trying to launch their new business. They don't want to have to leave this off to the side to learn this. I think that put it quite simply, the biggest thing you bring to the table is so people can focus on what they know and let you focus on what they don't know.
Yeah, it's just like musicians, we make a lot of guitar amplifiers. In fact, the one in back of me, I was going to explain that to you. But we make a lot of musical instruments, and that musician, what they do best is they play. They don't really know about the technology or the tone. How they get the tone is really that's why they go buy it and they get it and they play. But that's their focus. They know how to play. They come to someone like me, and then we build a product for them.
They can come to someone like you with an idea in their head. So many people have the proverbial cocktail napkin that they scribble something on and say, here's what I want to do. Well, in your case, they might have something in their head and they can verbally say, the sound I want is kind of between this and this. What do you got? And then you take what's in their head and turn it into reality. That's a great gift to have, and I applaud you for that. I certainly don't have that, but I know everybody needs something like that. And going back to the very beginning, with your background and your experience now with the company, you're there to solely help people in any way you can, up to and including help them with things they don't know to ask about. That's got to give you a lot of a big sense of pride, to where you meet with someone the first time where they haven't started, and then when the day comes and they launch and it's successful, gives you a little bit of personal pride too, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So with that, I want to segue to what some products that we built here from some clients, and we put them into the market. So how does that sound? That's
great. But I only have about 45 seconds left. Give me your best one.
Okay. So this is like, especially with COVID, you want to touch something. So you put this on, and then it's also conductive, and it allows you to, go on keypads and stuff like that, but you don't touch your fingers. That's number one. This product here allows you, so, these wands, they're very expensive, and this allows you to just connect it to, say, your laptop, and so you don't lose it. This product here is a sanitizer, so you can sanitize your phone or masks or earbuds and things like that. We also, we have this chicken skinner tool. I mean, we got a lot of different people here, and their inventions.
The bottom line of this, no invention is out there that you're not going to be able to help with, because you've got the experience to do it. I'm out of time today. I've got a roll right now, but maybe we'll get you back on another time. But for now, continued success. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.